Thank you for clicking on the video. We're going to be doing Hatha Yoga today, and I've got a pretty well-rounded full body workout. We're going to be doing the sun salutation today, which is one of my absolute favorite salutations, and if you come to my live classes, we do this quite often, so it won't be anything too new. If you've never done it before, we'll break it down, and we're going to do it on both the right and the left side, so you'll get an opportunity to do it twice. After you've done it, if you feel like that's not enough, then of course by all means feel free to repeat it further or hold the breaths longer. We're going to probably be holding each pose in the salutation today for about 3 to 4 breaths. So if you're not hanging with me and you need to slow that down a little bit, that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to break down 2 of the poses from that salutation to just further explain and get a little bit more of a workout. And then our mat poses today, we're going to be doing some heel stretches, and then I've got the meditation challenge for you, of course, at the end. So we're going to go ahead and start with the warm-up. So spread out your mat, make sure you have some water if you need it, maybe a towel, and get ready for a good yoga workout. Here we go. Now, I forgot to mention that we're listening to piano pop covers today if you're curious about the music that you hear in the background. All right, let's go ahead and start with our warm-up. Feet open about hip distance, relax shoulders, press them back, nice and tall. Take up a couple of warm-up breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good, and begin to roll your head as you keep that breathing rhythm going. Inhale and exhale. Change your direction. Let's focus on one shoulder as you keep your breathing going. Good, other way. Good, let's go for a double. Start circling the arms back. And reverse, and now bring them forward. Good, let's make a circle here in front, resting one hand over the other, and gently twist side to side. Up nice and tall. Let's pull this one back behind the head. Big deep breath. Good, other way. Good. Let's open up a little bit wider now. Stand nice and tall. Find your balance. And let's go this way. We're going to stop at the knee. Up. Take it down to the center slowly. got good stability, you won't fall back. Hold that so we can stretch out our glutes. Good, let's take our hands to our knees if we can. Lock out your arms and twist to stretch the back. Good, other way. Good, lock up, work those feet in. Alternate, pressing up and down onto the ball of your foot. Stretching out the feet a little bit. Then if you're comfortable, go up at the same time, so double. Otherwise, just keep alternating. Good. Let's curl this side down. I like to rock back and forth to make sure I'm really stretching it. Together, lock out your knees, arms up. Let's take a slow dive forward for just a quick stretch. Good, roll that up. Let's do a quick pull, static stretch across the chest. Time to do the sun salutation. Okay, I'm going to be showing you the sun salutation from a side profile. Remember that you can be incorporating a chair at home, especially if you need it to assist getting up and down off of your mat. We do have one deep lunge in this salutation, so definitely have that chair nearby if you feel like you're going to need it. Of course, you don't have to use the chair, and if you want to try it full out, just follow along with me. I'll try to remember to call out modifications for you as we go through it. We're not going to learn it, we're just going to do it on the right side and then again on the left, okay? So here we go on our sun salutation. We're going to start at the back of our mat. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart, just comfortable, nice and tall. I want you to draw up one big deep inhale. Let it out. This time add your arms, draw up breath. Let it out. Bring the arms all the way up. Place palms together. Pull them down into the center of your chest. Close your eyes. Take your 3 breaths in prayer pose. Palms up, eyes are going to follow with it, and we're going to push through our pelvis, lean back a little bit for upward salutes. 3 breaths. Okay, we're going to start to dive forward now, keeping our palms still together. Lock out your knees. For forward fold. Once you get as low as you can go, you're going to start your 3 breaths. We are going to walk our hands out, and it's okay if you need to slightly bend your knees here, but if you don't have to, try to keep them locked out into high plank. If you need to pull one knee down for support, do that now. Otherwise, stay up, keep your hips low, back flat, start 3 breaths in high plank. drop your knee if you're going to modify like this, okay? And you'll come up into your salute this way. Otherwise, keep that leg up, full out, and lift up into your salute to the sun. Hands back down to the floor. Feel free to drop that back leg if you need to. Tuck back into your high plank position, but we're not holding it for breath because we're immediately dropping into chaturanga. You can have your knees down if you need to. Stop right before your chest hits the mat. Here's what your modify looks like, and breathe. Good. Put your knees down. We'll do modified cobra in this sequence. We'll push back on our knees, stretch out, slowly start to bring our elbows down into our mat as we snake forward. Let your elbows lift back up and push into up dog. Flex your toes, transition into down dog. It's okay to bend your knees, slowly start to walk your hands back. If you can't keep them locked, do it. It'll be a better, harder workout. All the way back to your toes. Start to roll up slowly. Good. Draw up your breath. We're basically just resetting now. Go hands into prayer to restart the entire thing over on the other side. So start your 3 breaths. Walking out now to high plank. Remember, pull a knee down if you need to modify. Pulling up that left leg now. Work its way underneath there. Remember, drop that back leg down as well if you need to modify. Salute to the sun. Nice. Take it back down with control. Tuck that foot back. And drop into chaturanga. You're going to stop right before your chest hits the floor. Good. Bring your knees down. Push back to start your cobra. Drop your elbows down. Stay as low as you can. Snake through. Eventually your elbows are going to lift back up as you push it up. of that slowly. And then we're going to take one last inhale. Exhale. And seal it, because we have finished the sun salutation. Good job, y'all. What I love about this sun salutation is that you can repeat it over and over and make an entire yoga practice for the day out of just that one salutation. And I also love that one because it's a greater part of a bigger salutation combined with both the moon and the earth salutations. The sun is the shortest one, so that's why it's my favorite one. I just like it because with the lunge and the chaturanga and the ups and the down dogs, I just feel like I get a really great full body stretch out of that one. So please feel free to repeat that now as many times as you wish. Okay, there are two poses that were in the sun salutation that I just wanted to break down a little bit more for you today and show you both the modified versions of each and then the full out versions of each, and then challenge you to pick a number of reps that you're going to do today on your own, and then see if you can meet that goal. I'll be demoing these from the side because I just think that it makes it a little bit more easy for you to see the form and to better explain. We're going to be doing chaturanga first. So basically, in my head, what these remind me of is how your body descends down as if you were doing a push-up. The only difference is you have to stop your chest right before it hits your mat, opposed to bringing it down into your mat and then coming back up as if you were doing the push-up. So let me explain. I'm going to show you modified first off of my knees. If you were doing a regular push-up, your elbows would push out, you would drop your chest into your mat, and then you would push right back up. Push-ups are tough. What makes chaturangas tough is that you're working all those same muscles as you're dropping down, but right before you touch your mat, you're going to stop. And that's where it's up to you to squeeze and engage all your muscles in your body and breathe. Keep your head in good alignment, and you just hold for whatever your breath challenge is. Whether you're choosing to do 1 breath, 3 breaths, 5 breaths, however long, then you don't drop out of it, you'll push back up. Okay? So I challenge you now to practice this for a few counts, or a few breaths, or just listen to the music in the background. And then I'm also going to demo full out chaturanga as we did it just a moment ago in the sun salutation. Okay? Same thing, except off of the knees, starting in high plank. Let your elbows start to drop out. And right before you hit your mat, hold, control, and breathe. Okay? And that's really tough. You're going to feel that all in your upper body. And if you want to modify just a little bit, maybe not quite as much with both knees down, you can start out full out, take your drop, then pull one knee down just to support you a little bit. So that's a way to modify, but not fully modify. Okay? So practice that a little bit. It's tough. The hardest part about chaturanga is coming up out of it. So let's go ahead, and whether you're going to do the modify or the full out version, let's try one right now, and we'll do a 2 breath hold. Okay? No matter what, we're going to start from the high plank position. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Remember, 2 breath hold. Good. I was shaky on that one. That was tough. Great job, y'all. Okay, the next one that I'm going to break down is Cobra. A lot of people have trouble with this pose sometimes because they're just not quite sure how to move their body through the motion. So I'm going to show you the modified version of it first, off of the knees, and then I'll show you full out. This is a very challenging pose, especially for the upper body. So if you feel like you already struggle with things like push-ups or just working this area in general, then this is going to be a hard pose for you. And I suggest that you practice it a couple of times a week so you can get better at it. Okay, starting on the knees. Hands are in line underneath your shoulders. You're going to simply start to draw all of your weight to the back. And outstretch your arms, and this is the part that feels good. You're gonna now lower your elbows down into your mat to where your entire forearm drops. You stay as low as you can as you begin to snake through the center of your arms. Now eventually, once your head meets up here with your fingertips, your back elbows have to lift back up so you can then begin your push-up. Okay? I'll try it again a little bit faster. Here we go from starting position. Drawing back, dropping elbows down. Snake through, lift elbows up, and push. And I'll show you one from the front as well. Here we go, Cobra from the front. Drawing back, elbows down, snake through, elbows up, and lift. Okay, one more time faster. And draw back, elbows down, snake through, and up. Good job. Okay, Cobra's full out. Basically the exact same motion. Everything's gonna be the same, dropping your elbows down, snaking through. It's just you're gonna attempt it off of your knees, okay? You never know if you can do anything until you try, so please indulge me and give it a try at least once, okay? We're gonna be starting from high plank position. Same exact thing. It's kind of hard to do this full out slow, but we're gonna do the best we can. So starting in high plank, drawing back, elbows down, snaking through, and push up. One more time, a little bit faster. Draw back, elbows down, snake through, push up. I'll show you from the front. Here we go, full out Cobra from the front. Remember, starting out of plank. And draw back, elbows down, snake through, push up. Good job. Okay, now that we've broken those down, we're gonna combine them really quick. I'll show you one time modified and one time full out. Chaturanga. Back up to Cobra. Chaturanga. Back up to Cobra. Now that you've seen how tough those are, and especially when you combine them, I hope that you don't opt out to do the challenge. Even if you only do 3 or 5, 10 would be a really good workout. And if you're feeling really ambitious, you can do more than that. So what the challenge is to combine Chaturanga and Cobra, putting them together. I suggest, because they're combined, doing them just one good deep breath for each, and then pick your reps. Good luck. Okay, if you'll join me now in the center of your mat, seated with legs opened in a slight straddle. We're gonna move on to our next poses. We're gonna be doing seated heel stretches today, also known as seated Y skills. These are gonna be a great stretch for your inner thigh and hamstrings, hip flexor, maybe even a little bit in your foot, because we are stretching the heel. So we're gonna do just a couple of pre-stretches to get ready for that. So we're sitting nice and tall in our mild straddle, and I just want you to wiggle your toes. Good, let's go ahead and roll the ankles. Ooh, mine are popping. Just kind of flip them each direction a couple times. Good, we'll go ahead and place hands behind us now for support. We're point really hard through those feet. And let's flex. Flex so much you're lifting your heel up. Let's do 1.1 flex. Switch. 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 Good, relax in this now, and I want you to focus on just this one leg. Give it a good stretch. Try to keep your knees straight. Good, we're gonna pull this side in, then open up our straight leg to the nice wide straddle. Good, we're gonna bring this arm up and over as we stretch into this leg. Good, come up out of that. We're gonna lift up through our center. Let this leg slide out as far as it can and drop your head. Good, sit your bottom back down. Let's switch legs now. Good, and up. Woo, this side's tight. Up and lift your bottom off the mat. Let this leg slide out, drop your head down. Nice, back down. We're gonna open them both up to as wide as we can go. And just place your hands in front of you to rock forward a little bit. You should feel the stretch right here. If you're comfortable, you can go down to your elbows. Good, and bring those legs into a more comfortable position. Okay, if you cannot go up in this heel stretch and lock this knee, I'm gonna give you a modification, okay? So we're gonna start by bending this one just naturally in front of us like that. It should be comfortable. If it needs to be a little bit further out, that's fine, but nice and tight to your body like a butterfly stretch is the goal, okay? This other hand is gonna be out here supporting us, so we're okay to lean into it, just don't let this elbow start to bend. Keep that locked out. So our grip, if we're going full out, is gonna be gripping the heel. We are doing a heel stretch. But like I told you, if you cannot extend that leg and get the knee straight, you're gonna be gripping a little bit further up the ankle, maybe even mid-calf, and you'll be more here like that. So it'll be more comfortable through your shoulder reach, flexibility, and then eventually what your goal is each time you attempt this pose, you're gonna try to get this hand more and more and more closer to being here, okay? So take the modification if you need to, but I want everybody to at least start here at their heel to see. You don't know what you can do until you try, okay? So hand out here resting for support. This hand here on the heel, toes gonna be pointed. Try not to flex through like that at all. That's not gonna be good for us. And here we go, we're gonna take it nice and slow. Lifting up, deep breath. And go ahead and just slowly start to pull it up. The further up you get, the more you're gonna feel it right there. That's beautiful. Once you get up there, it's up to you to kind of play with it, to open it up wider, to feel more of a stretch start to shoot down the leg. So if you feel like you're kind of stuck more in front, that's okay. It all depends on your flexibility. But if you feel good and comfortable to kind of play and open out to the side like that, this is our end game, okay? We'll hold it for another breath. Good, we're gonna bring it back around to the front and down. That wasn't so bad, was it? Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna switch now to the other side. Remember, take that modification that I gave you if you need it. Right now, I'm wishing I would have brought socks. My feet feel like ice. Okay, hands set up, nice and tall in our back, grabbing on the heel, ready? Start with your extension. This side's a little tight for me today. I'm gonna open it up. Good, breathe. Don't worry about your front leg. If it lifts up a little bit like that, that's fine. It's just kind of there naturally to counterbalance you. Good, lock, lock, lock. Come on, knee, work with me. Good, one more breath. Good, we're gonna bring it back around to the front. Pull it down. Good, and now you guessed it if you were thinking ahead, we're gonna do a double If you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do both, well then go ahead and just single out and do the other side, then the other side again, unless you want to try this harder version of pulling them both up. Now, we don't have our hands back here to balance us, so you're really going to have to squeeze your core, okay? Here we go. Find your balance before you even lift up. Take it very slow so you have control. Once you get them locked, then you'll open up wide. And if you fall back, that's fine. Just tuck and roll. Point your toes. Beautiful. And bring it back down. Good. If you want to try any one of those again or a couple of more times to get a really good yoga workout and a great stretch, then I encourage you to do that. Otherwise, we're going to move on to our cool down. Okay, we're going to start cool down with our feet extended out in front of us. Arms are resting back here, fingers pointing away from your body. I want you to walk back, get comfortable, lock out your elbows. Then I want you to push your shoulders back, open that rib cage up like it's a gate. Drop your head back and breathe. Walk those arms up. Sit up tall now on your own, just resting on the top of your legs. Nice and tall. Let's begin to roll it out through our neck. Good, other way. Toes out in front of you. I'm sorry if you hear my popping here. Good, point through and then just reach down to your ankles or as far down as your legs you can get. Drop your head. Good, flex through now. See if you can reach your toes. If you can't reach your toes, you can always rock back and forth like that, so your hamstrings are going to get that little jolt, that good stretch if you cannot hold like this, okay? Drop your head. Good, release out of that. Let's keep this one straight. We're going to bend this one. Pull the heel up as close to the body as we can. Elbow on the inside and twist. Good. Untwist out of that. Switch sides. Out of that, let's place our feet together for our butterfly. Hands right up underneath the toes. Pull up tall through your chest. Drop your head. Good. Come up out of that, and let's do a quick stretch of our arms. We'll turn to the side. We're going to pull this wrist first, pull and lock. Good, other wrist, pull and lock. Interlace your fingers if you can, or use a stretch band or a towel. Lock out. Good, and we'll call that a cool down. Great job, y'all. Okay, today's meditation pose is one of my favorite meditation poses of all time. We're going to be doing the corpse pose. Try not to fall asleep, but if you do, hey, that's okay. A good little nap that never hurt anybody. Remember the reasons why we do meditation. We do them for many reasons: to relieve stress, to gain peace, because we just need a break, to pray, to reflect. So again, whatever your reason of meditation is, and whatever amount of time you choose to do one, to be able to go through a meditation without setting a timer and just holding whatever the meditation pose is until you're ready to come out of it is also a great way to practice meditation. But if you're new to it and you're still working your way up, I suggest starting with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, and so on and so on. And today's meditation pose is a wonderful one because your body is really going to relax in it. So I'm going to go ahead and demo that for you really quickly, just to kind of explain to you what to do in the pose. But there's really no wrong way to do corpse pose, but I'll still show you anyways. So it's pretty simple, and yes, the name of it is corpse. Just imagine that you are a dead body. You're going to have your legs open. You're going to let your feet fall out to the side like that. You're going to be laying flat on your back, arms out, knuckles down, palms up, and you can choose to twist your head and lay one direction. If you want to, you can change it throughout your meditation, but otherwise you're just laying. And then from here, you have to imagine that maybe you're out in the middle of the ocean, floating, and then to really get yourself into the mindset of this pose, imagine that you start to sink. So close your eyes, slow your breathing. You want nice, steady, slow inhale and exhale, and just imagine that you're sinking. This is a wonderful pose. Your body's going to go really heavy. It's going to feel great whenever you come up out of it. So again, no matter how long you're choosing to do that meditation challenge, I wish you luck, I wish you peace, and namaste. Thanks for doing my yoga class today. Y'all have a good week.